Hello, I'm here on Church Street on this not so busy, windy, cold Wednesday afternoon. Got a good response from yesterday's video. The longer these politicians, Liam Thorpe, the Liverpool Echo, ignore cultural change, the harder it's going to be to deal with when it becomes a bigger festering problem it is already now become, right? What are the politicians going to say then? What are they going to do? How are they going to address cultural change? You see, people now can see it unfolding before their very eyes in the city centre, as well as other communities across the city, Kensington and Fairfield obviously being the main one. But there's other places now where people are beginning to notice and see the effects of cultural change. Oh, it's got all of a sudden dead busy, right? Bear with me, right? So people can see what is happening. Super Scousers, one in particular, he's silent. He's no longer a Super Scouser now because he knows becoming a Super Scouser and speaking out, that's the end of his status as a Super Scouse, and he'd rather put himself and that status first than the good people of Liverpool. I don't want any status, I don't want any big fat check at the end of the month. I'd love one, but if it means abandoning the good people of this city, then you can keep it, right? I come down here because I have to, because if I don't, no one else is going to do it, right? The cultural change is sweeping across our city by the day. We've all witnessed what's happened to cities like London. There's many others, towns and cities, but we'll use London as a typical example. No more Cockney sparrows fly over London. London no longer exists in the true sense of the word. Like I've said yesterday, yeah, Big Ben's still there, Charlie's in there, Buckingham Palace, surrounded by cultural change. You can't go out. But anyway, so these politicians, Ian Byrne, refugees welcome, Dan Corden, diversity is our strength. But you want to go and experience that, go and, some of the boroughs around London when you come out of the out of Parliament, go and have a walk around some of the boroughs there and you can experience all the diversity you want. In fact, go and move there. Well, exactly. You know, the things you people come out with, you're either deliberately deceiving your constituents or you're living in a dream world, but I don't believe you're living in a dream world. The fact that you work and at times live in London, you must see the cultural change there, right? Well, it's not a change, it's complete, right? You must see it there. So to believe diversity is our strength is just utter nonsense. As I've said, when you come out with Ian Byrne as well and Paula Barker, when you just come out of Parliament, when you've said whatever you said, right? Go and have a walk around Peckham, Lewisham, Haringey, Hackney, Brent, and many, many others, right? That are places of complete cultural transformation. Go and have a walk in and around those areas, and you'll, as I've said, you'll experience what has happened there, right? We don't want that to happen to our glorious Liverpool. Why should we? Why should we have this happen to our city when we've seen what it's done to places like London and Birmingham, West Midlands and Lancashire and Yorkshire towns, and they're completely changed. They've lost their originality. Go and have a walk around Glodwick in Oldham, right? I mean, I could go on. This is it. We don't want our city to lose its unique Scouse character, identity and culture. And that's why I stand here opposing it, because I've seen what it's done to these communities across the country the past 40 years. Their originality has been taken from them and changed, right? They are no longer the places they used to be, right? And I don't believe for 1 minute you want that for our city, Dan Cardney and Ben, Paula Barker. I don't believe for 1 minute you want it. But you remain in silent the fact it is getting done to our city, and that's even worse, right? You don't agree with it. You know quite well you don't, right? Why would you agree with it? Why would you want Liverpool to lose its uniqueness? Why would you want that? Because new arrivals coming into our city in such large numbers, they can't replace that unique Scouseness. You know they can't. They can only replace it. And like I've said, the small black Chinese Hindu communities that settled here decades ago, even longer, they were small in number. They fitted in. There were Scousers then. Okay, love. There were Scousers then. The Scousers now, right? There wasn't, there isn't a problem. But that's not what's happening now, right? You know it's not. Like I've said, when you come out of Parliament, House of Commons, whatever it's called now, right? When you come out of there, go and have a walk in and around Peckham, Brent, Haringey, Lewisham, and many other boroughs, right, in London. Go and have a walk in and around Whitechapel and Bethnal Green, and you will witness, you will see firsthand the end result of cultural change. So it's not Joe Owens making this up, right? This is a threat facing our city like never before. We must oppose it, and we oppose it by voting for candidates in next year's general election who are credible and who are opposed to cultural change. Because if we don't, we're going to lose our glorious city. We're going to lose our unique Scouse character, identity and culture. These other towns and cities across the country, they have lost theirs. They didn't have a Joe Owens in their corner, but the good people have got me in their corner, and I'm not going to abandon them or leave them. It's getting very, very busy now, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, I got a good response from yesterday's video. What are these politicians going to do when cultural change is such? They have to approach a bigger, festering problem, one that they're not going to be able to fix, right? Let alone reverse. So wouldn't it be better talking about this now, right, instead of ignoring the good people of Liverpool, right? Do you think they don't see what's happening? You believe that they're not noticing what's happening around them? Of course they're noticing, and they're not happy. Their worries and concerns need addressing, right? They need addressing. You okay, sir? Okay, thank you. Right? Their worries and concerns need addressing. You can't just ignore what is happening to our city, right? Because what is happening, it's terrible what's happening, right? Probably a better word than that, but that comes to mind straight away. It is terrible what is happening to our city. It is being culturally changed, and you lot who are meant to be looking after the interests of the people of this city are remaining silent. You're not saying a word. You don't agree with it deep down privately. You know you don't. So come on. You don't have to interview Joe Owens, Liam Thorpe. Right, you can ignore me. I won't lose any sleep over that. For Super Scouser, you can remain whatever, right? But you politicians now, you've got to address what's happening to our glorious city. At the very, very least, you can reassure the good people of this city that they've got nothing to worry about. It's stopping January 2025. It's going to stop then, right? It's going to stop, and that's the end of it. And the new arrivals that are in our city, they'll embrace our Scouse ways, our Scouse character, identity, culture, beliefs, values, standards, and we've all got nothing to worry about. Well, I can live with that. I'm happy with that. So the ball's in your court once again, and you, Liam Thorpe, you need to get your act together as well. If you don't want to interview Joe Owens, then at least do some sort of article on it. Once again, reassuring the good people of this city they've nothing to worry about. Okay, it's getting really, really busy. I love doing these videos. I love bringing this message to the people of Liverpool because I care, that's why. Okay, thank you.